welcome to SportsVision, the magazine on WTMB. Joe Palo, along with Mike Cragen, Fahita Palo, Bear Cragen, as we have a good time today.
We do have a good time. We get some good jokes going before the show. Get us in a good mood. We got something to show you from the old days when we really got
we got pumped up.
We still pump up. Oh, you girly man, don't you talk like that to me.
That's right. We got some good stuff on it.
I love Arnold, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Mark loves Arnold.
Well, who doesn't?
Anyway, you remember last week we had all the stuff with Bradley and Ray County in Cleveland,
right.
And the 4A football Region 4 stuff, and we've got a little bit of that coming up tomorrow. Let's say real quick,
yes, we
Football
do.
Friday's going to have a special. We're going to have some stuff on that for you on next week's show. We also have this week, hey, youth football. That's where it all starts. Bradley County Park and Rec Director Paul Wyrich's going to talk to you just a minute. Coach Steve Logston, he's not out of the news. He's holding a wrestling camp. I'm going to show you a few minutes of that. And then, of course, we got a beautiful lady. Hang around and see who she is. She's one of my favorite people in Cleveland, Tennessee. And a special little deal for you you're going to love. Stick around and watch the entire show today. Let's start out listening to Bradley County.
Watch half the show.
Yeah, watch it all. Bradley County Park and Rec Football Director Paul Wyrich, because you kids want to start playing football. Now's the time to do it. Here's how you can.
Start young.
All right, I'm Paul Wyrich with Bradley County Parks and Recreation. I'd like to talk to you today about youth football registration for the Bradley Cleveland Youth Football League that we have here for the local community. It ranges in ages 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We'll be doing registration this Saturday, August 30th, at Bradley County Parks and Recreation Department, 3110 Peerless Road. The registration fee is $55 per child. The cost is $55. With that registration, you receive a helmet, shoulder pads, and your jersey. The child will be responsible for the rest, pants, pads, and cleats. The schedule, we go all the way through the first week in November. We conclude with an annual Super Bowl for our youth football league. It's an exciting time for those that compete in it. Tryouts will be on August 3rd and 5th. August 3rd will be a tryout date at Arnold School for 9 and 10-year-old boys, and August 5th will be the tryout for the 7 and 8-year-olds. You can register at those tryouts, so if you don't make it to the registration this Saturday, August 30th, you can come to the July 30th, you can come to the tryout date and do registration at Arnold Stadium. The Bradley Cleveland Youth Football Program is sponsored by the Bradley County Parks and Recreation Department and the City of Cleveland, which is a joint funded effort. They maintain the stadium in Arnold somewhat, along with Santec, which is a corporate sponsor for the youth football program. In the past, we've had corporate sponsorship from Santec that has really made this program possible to all the youth of Bradley County and Cleveland. We really appreciate their support.
There's your score, 5 minutes left in the fourth. Dogs regroup on offense as Pickle breaks off another long run. Cal Pickle all day.
Look at that.
Look at the little guy go.
Reminds me a lot of his brother.
Right there, they say he stepped out of bounds as he's brought down.
That's the line. All right, 45 seconds and counting in the third.
Stokes, he's got
look at this. Stokes finds a hole and breaks 2 tackles, and look at this. Touchdown, Shaquez Stokes for the Eagles.
I find Cobb somehow. There he is.
Pitch back to Cobb around the left side. Good block from Smiley.
Look at that balance. Look at that balance. He may lose 30 to get the touchdown. Here you go. Look,
there he goes.
One guy to beat. He beats him. Look
my goodness. Cobb scores a touchdown with 1 minute and 42 seconds to go in the game. I'll tell you what, that's exciting.
That's what it all culminates in. So if you young guys want to be involved in that there, I believe that was Marquise Cobb.
Yes.
Nice little run to win.
He ran so fast, he ran into darkness.
And right there, boy, that's small writing for an old man like me. But youth football registration this Saturday, and it's at Peerless Road right there where the Park and Recs building is. And
$55 per kid.
$55.
You get helmet, pads, your pants, everything you need to play.
Well, I think they got to buy their own pants.
Buy the pants? Well, you get the pads for the pants.
That's right. And then August 3rd and 5th, look at your age groups there, 9 and 10, register on the 3rd, and then the 7 and 8 on the 5th. So get down there, get involved, and once again, we would be remiss if we don't say how much Santec has done the last 4 or 5 years to keep that thing going.
And we are so glad that Paul Wyrick is in charge of that thing now, because he has taken it to another level.
Doing a great job.
These kids are all pumped up. We are too.
He's got some little ones that are going to be in the program starting next year, his first one coming in. So he's excited about that. And we're excited about some of these people that take care of us every week. We're going to show you one of them right now.
On its own, money is not smart. It needs instruction, guidance, like the kind offered at First Tennessee. Our financial professionals help you straighten out retirement plans, get a loan, plan for college, and get your financial goals in order, so your money has what it takes to wise up and work harder. And that's smart. First Tennessee, all things financial.
Hello, I'm Tom Cassett. I'm running for County School Board in the 7th District. I'm a Bradley High School graduate. Also, I received my degree from Lee University. I've lived in Bradley County for almost 30 years. I've been married to my wife, Denise, for 21 of those years. I chose to raise my family in this community because I believe in this community. And I also believe that I can make a difference in the County School Board. I have 3 children that attend Bradley County schools at this present time. Not only do I have the vested interest in them, but in all the children in Bradley County schools. I'm encouraging you to get out and vote. Let's make a difference in the Bradley County school system this year. And I ask for your vote and support in the upcoming election.
Again, as we mentioned, a real good guy there, and he's going to do well.
Yep,
for the County School Board.
Not an insider, and doesn't have any strings attached to him, and he is, not that the other guy does, not saying that at all, but he has kids in the system. There is sometimes a conflict, as many of the Bradley faithful and Walker Valley faithful will tell you that some of the problem has been that it has been in the perception, true or not, that the Cleveland association with the board members has not been received well by them, thinking that some of the things aren't happening because of that. Well, this is one way to correct that for those of you that care. Not to say that that's going to happen if either one of them gets in.
And as far as character is concerned, you know, what we know of Tom Cassett.
Great character.
Great character, great guy, and he's going to do a good job. He's smart.
And I suppose we just made Creep of the Week. What do you think?
Hey, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't be the first or the last.
Trust me.
Burns. I won't say that again. All right, here we go. We are going to a tape. Let's get on to some sports, some wrestling. Again, we've got to mention Steve Logsdon. Let's roll this, Mark.
Yeah, we have to.
This is the state champion wrestling camp, and that's Ben Smith, assistant coach at Bradley right now under head coach Chad Laxton. Coach Steve Logsdon is there running this camp. Imagine that. Why do you think, Joe, they called it the state championship wrestling camp?
Telling you.
I don't know, maybe because there was like 13 or something like that going on there. But anyhow, you can see some of these kids. Show some close-ups of the youngsters involved. We'll get them on tape. This may not be their last time on tape wrestling, because we're hoping that someday they wrestle for the black and gold of Bradley. And these are all young county kids coming here to get some instruction from that man. You see him telling them what's going on back there. Is a local legend and icon, and is retiring this year, but is instructing this camp for head coach Chad Laxton, who's coming in, and assistant coach Ben Smith that you saw there earlier. I think we're going to see Chad having a little fun with one of the youngsters coming up here in just a second. And just want to show you all these different kids here just having a good time. There's a little Withrow. You know his pa.
Oh, yeah.
There's old Chad wrestling around with one of the young guys. Head coach to come up, and hey, keep that going. He'll keep that tradition going. And right there, another Bradley wrestling guy right there, Brent Belcher, with his new addition to his family, Proud Papa. Isn't that a cute one? And let me tell you right now, that guy's done a lot through the Lake Forest program, and he wrestled.
It's hard to believe it, as young as he is, that he's done so much. Oh, you're talking about Brent. Oh, you're talking about the baby, I was going to say.
And right there, some technique being performed. And you can see that a lot of fun going on, as well as some great instruction as these young kids learn the early stages of wrestling technique.
And you know what? Right here
is
where the discipline is instilled.
That's right.
It starts right here with these young kids right here that move on, obviously, and they get lots of strong discipline.
It sure does. And what a great deal right there to keep the tradition at Bradley going, and they will. And just a moment, before we roll this next tape, Mark's getting it set up for us. We have a lady. I told you we're going to see one of the most beautiful lady in Cleveland, in my opinion, because this lady right here is really, and we've said it before, the backbone of Checking the Cash, and also the backbone of the guy that kind of runs our city, Mayor Rowland. And without...
Not kinda. She is. Well,
she's the backbone.
She kind of runs the city because of being the backbone.
Well, I tell you what.
He does everything she says. He better.
And I'm doing this just because of all the things she's done for those two guys as well as us here at SportsVision, because she's helped us out through some of the sponsoring that Checking the Cash has done.
Wonderful lady.
And so she had a couple of relatives of hers, a nephew and then a little baby here that we're going to show in just a minute as a proud aunt right here, Miss Sandra Rowland. Let's take a look at this. This was at the mayor's reception for recognition of Mayor Tom Rowland being Mayor of the Year at the Bank of Cleveland. And there she is right there. And just, Sandra, this is just a tribute to you. No reason behind this other than you're just a good person, did a lot of good things for a lot of people. And
now tell me she wouldn't be good in the political ring.
Hey, now you want a first lady.
With her smarts, and that's what I'm saying.
Cleveland's first lady right here. And you know what? You talk about a first lady. I mean, there can be a nicer one, a more intelligent one, and one with some intellect.
And see, Tom was, you know what, when Tom, we won't call him Tom, when Mayor Rowland and Sandra walk down the street, people always say, how did he get her?
I don't know. And
you know what I'm saying?
We don't know, do we?
It's one of those things.
And you know what's amazing, though? Think about that. Now, picture her. Now, one thing you got to say, and of course, they're Republicans, but one thing you've got to say about them, but I mean, Janet Reno, Hillary, and then you've got Mrs. Hines Carey, who... did these people run into a wall or get dropped? Or I mean, right there is an example of a beautiful first lady.
Exactly.
Maybe Ted Kennedy will drive them all home from this convention. We'll have to worry about it anymore.
He'd like to. Whether or not he does,
to drive them on home.
He would like to.
And the thing is, though, well, if he don't take a snorkel.
But you know, of course, that's in between.
That's right. That's right. Let's toast to the next commercial coming up.
Toast.
So when I heard Hardee's was making their hamburgers out of Angus beef, well, I just flat out didn't believe it. I mean, I've raised Angus beef for 25 years, and I know how expensive it is. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out how they could afford to put Angus beef in their hamburger. So I went into town to try it out. Boy, you could have knocked me over with a feather. They're serving Angus beef hamburgers.
Thick burgers with 100% Angus beef. It's how the last place you'd go for a burger will become the first.
It's not the last place I go to. I go there first.
It's the first place.
It's the first
That's what he says. It's not the last place you become the first. That's what the guy says.
Well, he should just come out and say that.
That it'd be the first place you go to?
No.
But then you have to fill up 30 seconds. What if you just said that? The commercial would be over. The first place you go to is Hardee's.
First place in
what is that? 5 seconds?
In 4. Who's going to win it? Cleveland or Ray?
Cleveland.
Well, there were 2 polls right there. Let's take a look at the first graphic. Because last week, you remember, we showed the media poll, which included Joe and I, and of course Richard Melvin, and all the other media that were in the Chattanooga area were there. Cleveland was #1. Ray County voted #2 by those present. The coaches, however, and I got a feeling Coach Brown, of course, didn't put his own team first because he likes to say, okay, we're going to be the underdogs. And, hey, that's smart thinking. Ray County first, Cleveland second. And that was the football poll. Of course, we're going to have more in detail on that because you're doing a media day with football Friday tomorrow. And then we're going to show some of that.
At the bank. We need to mention that.
At the bank. We're going to show that on next week's program. Now, let's go to another poll that's happened. And this is true, by the way. This happened last year.
It's bad when you got to say that.
In Florida, but this is true. We're not lying or being political. Small Broadcast Association poll, the best local sports show. Well, we didn't get first, as you can see by the graphic there. We got second, but I'm trying to figure this out. So I got a question mark there. It must be some kind of joke. Who could have actually done better than us?
Well, I think what happened is that the things was stacked.
And if you look at the bottom one, 3 through 600, who gives a rat's hiding in? Because SportsVision is the best show in this local small market media.
We may have been 2 in the country, the nation, but we are #1 on this street that we're on.
That's right.
We're #1 on this street.
We were #2 in the country. And the one reason we're #2 in the country, and Coach Brown, I don't know if you know this, but you and the Raiders can be proud because one thing we showed him the show that had this little thing in between.
Well, you blew your chance to have us on your team.
That's right. You could have had us. And look at what happens. You have done very well. You've gone to playoffs and all that, but you'd be state champs at least once.
On top of that, you know, you'd forget about Levante Barber after we got out there carrying the ball.
That's right. And there's 2 coaches there that aren't here anymore, and you're still here because you were the closest. You had enough intellect to almost put us on your team.
I'll tell you guys something.
Here's what happened out there. This helped us get #2, by the way, thanks to the Raiders and Coach Brown.
Davis.
Speaking of on SportsVision, we had a little tryout because Bill Price was not smart enough to keep us.
Bill Price's loss was Leon Brown's gain.
Could have been.
He made a mistake. I think he made a serious mistake, and he's going to be seeing it in the weeks to come.
That's right. And guess what? Bye, guys. We're not done yet. We're still going to try.
And Loving Good.
We're going to get on there.
Too smart on your part either.
We never give up.
Look at this.
Never give up.
Look at these. Look at this.
Check this bit out right here, what we did, because I'll tell you what, we're ready to play some football.
All right, look, Coach Brown, listen. We can still get this team. We can make this team right here. Come on.
We're already on it, Mike.
Look, I tell you, Coach
Price lost us.
He lost.
His loss is.
Hey, we're going back to our game. We're going to Cleveland now. We'll make this team.
Oh, yeah, maybe. We're on it. We're on it.
Well, he hasn't said we can do it yet.
Well, what we're going to do is this. We'll just go over to him, and we won't even, ask. We'll just say, when can we go out there and see what he says. Just when can we go out there? Because look at us. We're ready to go.
Well, he don't know who we are.
No, he doesn't. See, that's what the whole thing is. When he sees us out there shining, going.
Listen, come on. Coach Brown.
Yeah.
How you doing? We're your new players.
No.
We're your new players.
No.
Coach, come on. We can play this game. I'm not kidding. Let's show them real quick.
Look at that, Brown. I'm doing it holding the helmet.
Come on.
I'm holding the helmet and doing that.
I heard about you two guys.
Oh, no, we're good.
Which way does this go?
It goes like you put it on that way.
Okay. Coach, come on, let us see it.
We can really show you something. Just let us show you.
Coach,
Run a few drills with the guys.
Coach Brown, seriously, we won't hurt him. Coach Price call you?
No. I guess we can use it.
Yes.
I guess. We can use it.
Hey, I got a play they can use. Well, just tell us what to do first.
All right, guys. Let's go do the drills. One of the bags. All right, here we go. Put the helmet on. On this end. Hey, you two. On the other side. Let's go. Boom.
And there's poetry in each season made of sweat and strife. Winds whisper of high hopes. Victory is in the skies. A season awaits with glory in her eyes.
Good job right there, guys.
One joins with many on summer's green field. Time to strive, to dare, or all not to yield.
I knew I should let you guys get over here. All right, here we go. Going across again. Get him up. Stay off the bags. Good job right there. Hey, good job. Here we go. Hey, get off the bag. Hey. Payload, get out of here, Payload. Move. What are you doing? Yeah. All right, we're doing all right. All right, guys, here we go. Last time. Are we all right so far? No. Stay off the bag. You two. Here we go. Last one. Hey. Get him up. Good job, guys. Good job. Here we go. Let's go. Come on, Payload. Get through there. Get through there. Put your feet up. Payload, stay off the bag. Michael, what are you doing? Over the bag. All right, here we go, guys. All right, we're going to double teams now. This week's going to be good double teams a lot. I'm counting on you two guys to make a good double team here.
with you.
Yeah, I want you to double team back.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
All right, here we go. 2 on 1.
2 on 1.
On set. Ready? Hey. What? Go. Wait a minute. It's going to be a double team. 2 on 1.
Help me out, Mike.
2 on 1. Get up, Payload. Get up. Here we go. Full speed, you two. I want you to drive him way back to the fence back here. Here we go. Get down. Full speed. Get down. Here we go. Last time. There. Hey. Wait. Yes. No, that's not the way. Wait a minute. That's not the way you do it. No, drive him back.
We drive him back.
Oh,
we drive him back. Okay. What number's it on?
On 1.
On 1. On 1. We're going on set. Huh? Come on. Do what? On 1.
Here we go.
On 1. Here we go.
You don't go till I say number 1.
On 1.
Here we go. Ready? Back. Outside. No, don't out. Outside. It's on 1.
1.
On 1. Now on 1. Get back here. Last time. Last shot right here. You took 2 on 1. Drive on back to the fence. All right, here we go.
Come on.
Get in here, Payload. Let's go.
2 on 1 to the fence.
Last chance right here.
2 on 1 to the fence.
Yep.
There we go.
Go.
Holy schmoly.
Well, give me 2 more here. Y'all get out. Give me 2 more.
How we do? How we do?
Not very good.
Come on now. We got to do it.
Not very good.
Yes, right. Come on, help me up, Mike. There she goes. Coach Brown. Who's this? Who's the quarterback?
Jared Gaston and Brandon Fields.
Brandon who?
Jared and Brandon.
Brandon Fields.
Brandon Fields?
Hey.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be good.
He's supposed to be. Yeah.
That's not Demetrius.
He's the starting tailback.
That's not Demetrius back there.
That's not Jared. No, that's Jared.
That's Jared.
Okay.
Hey, we can do better next time.
I tell you what, you let them run and play in that.
Let us, Coach, we'll show you.
We'll do that.
Okay.
All right. I'll show you how to run. I'll show you how to run.
Okay, show us
I'll
how.
go 38 calls.
Back up, back up.
Here we go. 38 calls. Y'all just come off the bus to the head, guys. Here we go. Sit. Come on, Brad. On go. On go. On go. Go. All right, good. Want to run it? All right, come back. Come back. Come back, guys.
Give us the real ball.
Come back.
Give us the real ball.
I got one thing to say.
Okay, we got
This is when the big dogs come out. Okay? The big dogs. The big dogs.
You can't use that.
Keep the air real good.
You can't use that.
Now, here's our ball.
That's real
Right now.
You can't use that.
You have it real good.
Let me quarterback.
Are you quarterback?
Get on line.
That's a good ball. That's the only bad thing. When she hits the ground, she takes off.
I got it.
Hey, what? They're going to do a pass play now. Let's watch this. Show them how better we can do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Do a 91, Brandon, 91.
Brandon's going to do a 91, Mike.
I will.
A 91. We're going to do a 99.
You and me together, we're older than 91. Repeat that.
Here we go. Off the block. Here we go. 91.
Let's see how they go.
91.
First down. First down. Come back. Come back.
See, you guys.
Wait, quarterback ball. Wait, quarterback ball. Here we go. Here we go. First down.
91, Brandon.
That was Gaston to Fields. You have not seen payload to Cragen yet, okay? Gaston to Fields. Let's go. Here we go. Payload to Cragen. Payload to Cragen.
Set. Go.
All right, stop.
Professional football in America is a special game.
Here we go. 40 yards.
A unique game. The men who play it make it so. All of them are fearless. All of them are strong, quick. All of them are part of a story that began long ago. A story written by men who found in a sport a demanding measure for their own courage and devotion.
4-9. Good job, buddy. 4-9. 5-2. Good job, guys.
13 flat.
13.
Flat.
I beat you. I beat Payload.
15-3.
15-3.
15-3.
Yeah, 40 seconds.
Are we running 16 to make the cut? 16?
Nope.
16?
Nope.
We got to play.
It takes at least
16,
6
15,
flat.
30?
6 flat.
Can we?
6 flat. I don't know. I don't know
Are
about
we
that,
doing
guys.
naked cat?
You're awful slow, guys. I don't know.
We make a cut. Come on, can you see me run the dummies
Awful slow,
there?
guys. I don't know about
You
that.
see me run the dummies? That was
Yeah,
no
but you're falling all over it, though. I don't know. I don't know.
Coach,
I don't know if I can get you or not.
I tell you, it may be a little while since we played, but we haven't forgotten much. I mean, Coach,
Guys,
Are we on? Come on, Coach.
I got it.
Give us the news. Friday. Are we in Friday?
Come on, we can play. We got game, Coach.
I guess. Wait till I see that Bill Price. I guess.
All right.
Him sitting y'all over here. I guess. We'll let you on. You're on.
All right.
You're on.
Run it.
All right.
Yes, we made Cleveland.
All right, team.
Friday night. Friday. Who do we play?
It don't matter.
It don't matter. We're going to beat them, too. It don't matter you. Right
That's
there.
exactly right.
We got it.
You know I'm serious. Look at that hair. You know I'm serious. We're coming at you. We made it. We made it.
Those two guys, I tell you, I didn't have the heart to cut it. But they didn't make the team. I had to make the cut. I can't use those two on this team. I didn't have the heart to tell them. So I guess I had to cut it. I don't think so. Not going to work.
Let's let it go. We did the drill. Drill's got to see us run.
Oh, I've already heard. I talked to Coach Brandon, Coach Price, Halo and Cragen. No shot. No.
Coach, wait a minute.
Wasting my time. No.
Coach, what?
That's how we can block and everything.
If I had 10, we'd play 8-man football. No. You two are gone. No.
Oh, smelling good.
You know what? You'd have to tell his mom.
You believe
that? Tell his mom. What are we going to do?
Give us a shot. You know what?
I know what. You think what I'm thinking?
Boys Club.
Boys Club.
Let's go try it.
Go down. Let's go talk to.
We can play there,
We can play. No problem.
You know what I mean? No, we're faster than a lot of those 7-year-olds.
We can knock them around. Look how much bigger. Ready?
Oh, yeah, try it. Ready.
What are we going to do if we can't play football?
Oh, we're going to play football, Mike, but you know what we're going to do? We'll kind of lay low here and play like a little bit of this right here, kind of watch and see what's going on. And you know what I'm thinking? Right. If they get, like, you know, like Denny was hurt, let's say, you know, well, somebody else gets knocked out for something, they got to look to us. They got to look to us, you know? Even if we're playing boys club.
No, we'll just keep increasing our mind skills like we have been.
Oh, gosh.
Got any sixes?
No, go fish. Got any twos?
Go fish.
Now look at my card.
Somewhere, someplace, sometime, somehow.
There's no place like home.
We are going to be playing
We
football.
will play football for somebody. And I tell you what, when I was little, I used to listen to this guy.
On these winds of victory ride emotions of a year of work and sweat, guts, glory, and fear.
Put me on the 1 foot line and give me 2 minutes to go and give me all 3 of my timeouts and give me my boys. And then let me hear my name over the loudspeaker. Let me hear the roar of the crowd. Let me have the booing on one side. Let me get in and call plays, see the eyes grow as I call these plays and talk to them. Let me feel the hair on my back crawl up. I mean, that's what the Super Bowl does to you.
All sights are set on one glittering goal. The chance to play and win in the Super Bowl.
If we die together. You can get it done. You can get it done. What's more, you gotta get it done.
Tell you what, Mike, when I look back at that, I think, what a mistake.
The show's not really over. We got a minute.
What a mistake they made.
They should have. Hey,
athletes.
Leon, you would be a 3-time in a row straight champion. Probably 4. That's been almost 4 years ago. We'd win it again this year.
You know what? I'm glad too.
We'd have to keep flunking.
I really, really look thin there, and I'm glad I put on a little weight.
Yeah, you do. You do look very thin there, didn't you guys? Look thin there. Anyway, hey, well, we got a little time to kill. You been watching that convention at all?
I'm trying not to, but it's almost, you know, kind of flip around.
But, you know, I do like the fact that they're going to be the party now of hope and non-attack.
Hope and faith.
That's right.
And also...
You notice that that they have stars with them that can talk about the president's private parts and not even...
And, of course, if you watched it last night, you saw the fiery speech by John Edwards. What a fiery, I mean, it's almost...
If you're not careful, people are going to think that you're going to vote for Bush.
He's gripping. Huh?
True.
Am I voting for...
Oh, man, now we are going to be in Creep of the Week. By the way, J. Michael Leonard left over there. Bradley Weekly, I love that guy. And he's got something else to do. Congratulations on doing a great job over there, because I did like his political intellect, because I think he was on the right track, especially lately.
Because he thinks like we do.
That's right, he thinks like we do. Anybody thinks like we do. Hey, we got some great stuff for you in the political season. Remember all the hanging chads and stuff? We're going to rerun some of that stuff as we get closer to election time. And hey, no matter who you vote for,
go out and vote.
Think about who the troops would want leading. And that ought to help you make a decision.